Alright guys, I'm not starting from scratch today. As you can see, I got a bunch of stems and stuff in the chartreuse color. We're going to be making Hot Perch, is the color on the website we call it. It's brim color with chartreuse tail, okay? This is the chartreuse tail pieces. I got the flat pieces like this because when I get done when I'm pouring at the end of the day and I got some left over, I just pour it out on the cookie sheet. That's how, cookie sheets what I store my baits on, that type of thing. And let it cool. Then it's easier to cut up than a big thick piece. I used this to dump them, and you'd get a big thick piece. I still do it once in a while. Get a big piece of. See how thick that is? Well, that's the pearl belly left over there. I just left it in the cup at the end of the day. See, these thin pieces are much easier to cut up like that. So, yeah, when I've got time and I think about it, that's what I do. I got the brim color already cut up too. All right, I think I got enough there. We'll put this back in the jar. I just keep them in a peanut butter jars and stuff like that. Anything you can use to keep the moisture out of it, because plastic will draw moisture. Alright, we're going to need the chartreuse first, because we're going to make chartreuse tails. We're going to heat those up, guys. It's going to probably take a few minutes. And I got to get them to about 325 and make sure it's all melted, no lumps in it. And then we'll shoot those. Okay, folks. I like saying that, you know. Alright, we got it ready. I like saying, okay, folks. What was the cartoon at the end? He said, that's all, folks. There's a Porky Pig. Alright. Hey, guys, just to keep this video shorter, I gotta get all the fish I caught with it. I caught a bunch of fish with them this week. These are 3 flukes. These are the 2 tadpoles. I don't sell these in the crickets, but we're going to try it in the cricket to see what it looks like while I'm playing around. Y'all know me by now. Y'all going like, Dennis is always playing with stuff. That's right. If I get a little extra time, I like to play with stuff. Alright? We're going to let these cool. We're going to take them out. We're going to cut the tails off of them and put them back in the molds. And I'll show you that process. Alright guys, let me show you what I'm doing. I done got the other molds back in and ready. I've got to take these molds. I got to take the flukes. Start over. Take 2 and put in the mold. Put in the baits tails back in the molds. 1, 2, 3. Alright guys. Yeah, hit the camera, Dennis. Okay guys. Here we go. I gotta take these tails. Y'all are going like, what's he talking about? Well, I started off, guys, I hit the camera. Shook the camera, so I'm gonna try to get that out of the video. I'm cutting these tails off right here. Anytime you work around this camera like this and trying to show y'all what I'm doing, it's very difficult. Okay, this bait is segmented right here, it gives a good tail action. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting it off right in front of that. You need enough meat there so when the brim color goes in, it gives us something to adhere to. Alright, that means something for it so the stick makes a good stick, guys. I'm just kidding, just joking with y'all. Y'all didn't think I knew a big word like that, did you? Alright, now here's what you do. I did, and I asked my wife what it meant. Now look here. I'm putting a little oil in here. I can tell right now some of y'all guys don't know what to think about me. Alright, that boy's from the mountains, and you're right, I'm from the mountains. Alright, you got to put each one in like that. Okay? Yep, it takes some time. Now, tadpoles the same way. I'm not going to spend all the time with the camera showing you. Tadpole same way. I cut it off right here in front of the tail. Okay? Just like that. And I take it the same way. I put this oil, guys. That is, it's nothing but, here's what it is. Yep. That's all it is. Vegetable oil. Now you can use worm oil. I got some worm oil, but the worm oil is very expensive. And so I don't waste more worm oil for that. You got to put them in like that. Okay? Now I done the cricket. Y'all see me shoot, told you I was going to shoot the cricket. We're going to shoot it too, and who knows? Not saying there's going to be a pour to catch on the cricket, but there might be. But I'm only making, what's it make, 12 there? So you better hope I don't use a bunch of them up when I make the video. Alright, let me get all these tails back in. Alright guys, I just took it out. I had a little hot. I've been cooling it. I've been stirring it around to cool it. You can't have it too hot. If it gets too hot, it'll melt the tails. That's how I made that tie-dye color that y'all already seen. Alright. Might not have held that one tadpole long enough. I done that the last video I made. I went to spin around with, because I had this, I had the willow tail sticking up here, and I hit that willow tail and done that. I'm not, you know, when you got all these molds the same length, that's what happens. You know, if you take steps up your house, okay, porch steps in your house, whatever. You know, state law here in Virginia is they got to be within a 1/4 inch of each other, because you get in a pattern and go up the steps. You know, if one is taller, it'll trip you every time, right? All right, guys, let these cool, and we'll pull them out. Gotta love that, don't you? Locks you up tight, doesn't it? You never want your fingers in there and that thing goes shut. Promise you that. I make sure my hands is out of the way. Bam! Wow. Y'all see why it catches fish now, don't you? That's the tadpole. Okay. Yep. Pretty, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna lay him here behind me. I got a cookie sheet I'm laying him on behind me. Alright, this is a tadpole. Same thing. Alright. Here's the fluke. I got 3 of them. Now I'm gonna tell you, this fluke is an all-around good fish catcher. It's got a good shape to it. Okay. You see that little chartreuse tail? And I know, guys, y'all think that color looks pretty dark. I have people that love the brim color and they order a lot of it. Our water right now is about 2 foot to 2.5 foot visibility, and you will see in this video coming up behind this, I had no trouble catching fish with this color. This color will work in not, I wouldn't say crystal clear water. It's going to work in water at least 3 foot visibility and less. Okay, because it's a natural color, right? It's not orange, it's not purple, it's a natural brown color. It's green pumpkin's what it is. It's green pumpkin with blue, green, chartreuse, and I think that's in blue flake in it. That's why I call it brim. You take a sun perch or brim, whatever type it is, like we have like 5 different types in our lake. But you take one of those little rascals, hold your hand and spin it when the sun's hitting it, you see a lot of colors, don't you? There's usually yellow or red on his chest, turns into some yellow, usually has some greens and blues on his back. Yep, that's why I call it brim. It kind of matches a small sun perch. Now, with the spawn going on y'all's lake, the crappie are almost done spawning here. Some of them are still in shallow water spawning. Some of them done started moving post-spawn. But in your lake, if the spawn's going on for sun perch and stuff in that area, crappie just think they're eating baby sunfish. I seen a video last year, somebody loaded fishing with little sunfish like that. In our here in Virginia, if you're gonna fish with a sun perch or some sun perch, sunfish, like I said, we have 5 different kinds. If you catch them, you got to catch them with a rod and reel, or else you can't use them for bait. Y'all want to see the cricket while I'm doing it? Let's look at the cricket. Bam! What do y'all think of that? Ooh, that's pretty. Man, we're gonna have a mayfly hatch coming up here, usually in a couple weeks. Probably another 3 weeks. Mayfly hatch are happening. And you know what? I'll bet you I can catch a bunch of crappie on these during that mayfly hatch. Alright, guys, you know the routine. Now, I mentioned this in the video. We're still 1 to 300, but we're going to flip probably after about and down the road probably about 3 more porta catches. Okay, maybe in May to 400, but when we do, I will let you know. Right now it's 300. Okay, 1 to 300. One guest per subscriber. 1 number per subscriber can be left. 2 numbers per household. We have men, their wives watch with them, and that's fine. If the wife under her name, she can leave a number. If you got a son or a daughter that watches, they can leave a number under their name, okay? And they need to subscribe. It's all about building subscribers. That's why I've been doing this giveaway. Okay? This cost me a little money, guys. In plastic, it's not that big of a deal. Last year, I kept up my receipts so I could take it off my taxes, and I spent $275 over that just in shipping for these giveaways. Appreciate each and every one of you. Good luck to everybody. We never know who's going to win. Okay? And I say this all the time. If I make a mistake on the number, I'll make it up to the guy that won, and that's happened. That happened this week. So I took care of him. He's got baits coming to him. He's done contact me. He's got baits coming too. So two people got baits this time because it was my fault. All right. and I was in a hurry, but I'm fighting a new computer. I'm learning it. Still having a couple little issues. I got to learn about it. I went from a Mac to Windows. Big difference. And big difference. My wife just said a little bit ago before I came out here to work, she said, maybe you should have bought another Mac. I said, you know what? You might have been right. I was used to the Mac. This was about $800 cheaper, but it had the same speed and everything that I needed. But it just wasn't the Mac. Alright guys, appreciate y'all. See y'all next time fishing Lake Country. Hope you enjoy the video. Found another one. I'm going on up the bank. Found another one. Like I say, right now they're scattered everywhere because of the spawn. There's some in deep water, there's some in shallow water. This one's been hooked before too. I'll tell you one thing. These little eagle claw hooks in these jig heads hold unbelievable good, don't they? You'll bend the hook trying to push them out if you don't grab them down here like at the pliers. Alright guys, found another one. He's not a bad one either. Yeah, those monsters are, those 12 inches and up are getting hard to find. He's probably 10 inches. That's the brim color. Brim with a chartreuse tail. Y'all look him up there on the site. Little males. Trying to catch a few little males. The bigger crappie will be harder to find, guys, because some of the females done spawned it out and these little males are still hanging in on the shallow cover. I haven't seen any fish of any size at all. There's a tree coming in right here, guys, I'm throwing at. This tree, I've never fished this tree till today, and I just finished catching a few on it on another color, and to make a pour to catch with. And I thought, well, before I leave it, let's try another color. Well, if I'm going to try another color, let's go ahead and make another pour to catch. So I can stack them up a little bit. All right. Stop. Look here, guys. He's been caught before. I might have caught him before. That's a nice fish right there. He's fat, but I don't think those are eggs. It could be. That could be a female hanging in there still spawning. I'm sure they all don't spawn at the same time, do they? The water is 66 degrees, guys. And I was just talking about that with somebody today. They said they're not catching many crappie with eggs in them. Our weather's been up and down. The water's been up to almost 70 here one time and went back down last week because we had this little cold spell for like 2 or 3 days. So I think when that last warm spell, I think a lot of them laid their eggs. All right, guys, yeah. Found another one. This one is not as big, but it's a crappie. He's a baby. Like I say, it's probably one of the males. He's in there learning what spawning is all about, right? This is the brim color chartreuse tail, right? It's called Sunrise. And I've got it in this Fluke on the site. Got it in a Willowtail and Tadpole Junior. That's what I made the tail colors in. This is one of the tail colors. Now the water, guys, is pretty clear. And I mention that a lot. When you're out here fishing, oh, I just missed that one. You're out here fishing pretty clear water, this color will work. This brim color will work in clear water and stained water. I probably ship more of this brim color to Louisiana and Alabama than I do anywhere, because they're fishing some of that stained water down there, and so maybe some of that backwater, right? But it'll work in clear water, as you see too. Visibility here right now is about 2.5 foot of visibility in the water. All right, guys, I think I found another one. I left that treetop. I went fishing up this bank. This decent one here. I don't think he's that big, but I see the bait hanging out of his mouth, so I'm not gonna pick him up until I get him in the boat. That's a nice fish. Look, the color's coming off of him. That purple. Little purple and stuff right here. Oh, look how the bait fell out of his mouth. See why I don't pick them up sometimes? Alright, that's on the brim color. I'm going to tell y'all something else you can do with all these baits. Swim bait, the stinger. Let me grease her. Yeah, I started off with a little shirt on, didn't I? See that little point right there? If you cut that little point off just a little bit, okay? Then throw the bait away and get you a new one. No, just kidding. Alright. Then if you bring that bait back on there, get up where y'all can see. I'm used to holding it down there in front of me, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. I should have went, hold on. Look, take it back a little further. There you go. Now it fits up against this head. Good there, doesn't it? Alright. Now look, guys, this tail has a little crook in it. See that? Can y'all see that crook? I've been catching all these fish on it. Why am I showing y'all that? When I let them lay out for 24 hours before I bag them. That's why I do that. They claim they'll take the shape that they're laying. If they're laying crooked on my cookie sheet, they'll always be crooked. That's why I make sure they're right. But what I'm sharing with you, if you in that bag, when you put them away, however you store them, make sure they're straight in there. If you put them away and you store them, and you got one of them's crooked, and you store it like that, and it lays on your boat in the sun in that bag and gets hot, it's going to take that shape, guys. The heat sets it in them. The plastic will take a shape with heat set. I hear people come out complain about that all the time. They go like, half of my baits are crooked. What'd you have your bag at? Did you have it in the sun? Did you have it in a tackle box on your boat with the sun shining on it, and it got to be maybe 90 degrees or 100 degrees in there? It could take the shape it was bent in. So think about that when you store your baits, okay? And guys, I'm going to correct myself. I think earlier, when I first started throwing this bait, maybe the first couple of casts out on that tree in the water, I called this color sunrise. The wipeout color in chartreuse tells us sunrise. This is called, on the site, this color is called white. It's called Hot Perch. Okay? Because it's the brim, the body color is brim. Does that make sense? So that's why I done that on the site. I kept it in the panfish, kept the name in the panfish family. Wow, I'm gonna tell you what in the world? I can't see it, guys. And this is when you tear your baits up. When you get a hook, there it is. If you get in the belly of that hook, if you can get in this part right here and grab it right here, you can pull it out. Oh, come on, big boy. I don't think you're that big. Y'all notice, y'all can see the fish down in the water now, see? All spring you couldn't see them, could you? Because the water's so dirty here. Alright, this little few fish right here were really active. I'm catching one every cast. It's just a little bit of cover here on the bottom that they're hanging on. Post spawnders. They'll do that, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to see if I can find another spot with a couple on this bait, and then we're going to call it a day on this color. Alright guys, I done checked a bunch of docks, and this is the first dock I've seen a crappie on, so let's see if they like the Hot Perch. It's called Hot Perch color on the dock. I don't know if we get them to hit here or not. Some traffic going on here. There we go. Yeah, we got one of them to hit. There's so much traffic here, I've been bouncing up and down. So these wake boats, I tell you, they make a lot of... You mad, did you? He said, oh my gosh, guys, that's the nicest fish I've caught today. I've been catching some fish in open water today. In another video, I just came in from open water, just running out the mouth of the creek. There you go, guys. That's a nice fish there. Yeah, they'll run over you, I'm telling you. Gosh, I got another one on the next cast. I'm really surprised. Now, again, this water is pretty clear. It's about 2 foot visibility. You done? These nice fish right here. There you go. I might take and delete, not use some of the clips from where I started today. I caught a bunch on this color. I might delete those. Let's show you all these, because I had some babies in that one. I'll catch one off the front of it here. Bam. And this is the reason I think also, as I was talking to some local people, they're going like, I don't think they spawned it yet. This is the reason I think they have spawned it. This dock's in 19 foot of water. These fish right here are done. They're done. They're holding in post spawn, so they don't start going back to deeper docks, right? There you go. Nice fish too. Bam. All right, guys, I'm in right there. Toward my bait. All right, I went through 2 of these little flukes. The stingers last forever. These flukes are skinnier. They work good, but they're not going to last as long because they got a skinny body. The crickets are the same way. Appreciate y'all, guys.